So, the Icelandic entry for Copenhagen 2014. I'm not sure what to say about it. It's, let's see, it's called Enga fordóma, which I think means no prejudice. As my best guess, my Icelandic is quite rusty, I have to admit, performed by Polapunk. It's written by Heiðar Örn Kristjánsson and Haraldur Freyr Gislason, and they're in the band, and I have to say I really like when the performers are also the contestants. I really like that. So kudos to them for writing their own song. And I also like that they're singing in Icelandic, although I don't know if they're going to be doing that in Copenhagen, because what the Icelanders often do is they'll perform in their own language in Reykjavik. But then, when they get to the final, wherever that's held, then they're suddenly singing in English. Which I think that sometimes is not to their advantage, because if it is a song that has a little bit of sort of a native twang to it, like people feel it's genuine Icelandic, I think that the song could be better off actually being in their own language. Like their song in 2012, I think that was definitely true of that song. But that's my opinion. I kind of hope they'll be keeping the Icelandic lyrics though, because that's part of the charm of Eurovision for me, is to get to hear people sing in languages that I otherwise almost never even hear, much less hear someone singing in them. So, good for you, Iceland, at least sometimes you do sing in your own language. The song is pretty standard. It's fine to listen to. It's sort of catchy while you listen, but once you've heard it, you've heard it. I couldn't hum it. I've listened to it several times. I couldn't hum it now to save my life. But there's nothing wrong with it. I enjoy listening to it. I don't think that they're going to get anywhere with it, because it's just too standard, it's too forgettable. But at the same time, it's not at all a bad song, so they can hold their heads up. It's just that it doesn't stand out. The song doesn't stand out. But the entry kind of stands out just because of their performance as such is also very standard, which is not good because people need something to remember. And even with a really good song, Iceland has gotten burned before. In 2007 they had a fantastic song, but incredibly boring and traditional presentation that I personally think totally blew it for them. And the presentation, you know, the choreography of this song is also very standard, and we've all seen it before. However, they're kind of dressed like the Teletubbies. Fortunately not in Teletubby outfits, but in like sweatsuits or whatever it is. That just made me at least think of the Teletubbies instantly. And that is certainly something that people will remember, but I'm not sure if we'll remember it in a good way. I'll be interested in seeing what they're going to do with this song when they actually get to Copenhagen, if they're going to use the same presentation. If they do, well, they might benefit from it, but I think it may also end up biting them on the ass. I think people may think it's just silly, and a lot of people won't know who the Teletubbies are, so they won't even connect that with it, and they're just gonna think they're grown-ups. What are they doing? But maybe if I could understand the lyrics, it would all make sense. But I certainly wish Iceland luck. They're one of the countries that I would actually love to see win, just because the party they would throw us would be so fantastic. So good luck to Iceland. I don't think this song, with or without presentation and choreography, has what it takes to get very far. But I think it's a perfectly acceptable entry. There's nothing much wrong with it. Yeah, so Iceland, don't be ashamed of yourselves, but you will need to do better if you're going to win this.
like a stone, and I smile.